What's up guys, Rogue9 here. If any of you logged into Rainbow Six Siege yesterday, you may have been greeted by this BattlEye message disclosing the type of data collection being undertaken by the program. When I saw this pop-up box, I instantly asked myself a number of questions. Is this just another one of those GDPR messages that all kinds of companies have been sending out because of the upcoming EU legislation change? Or does it maybe give us some hints at future capabilities of the anti-cheat system in Rainbow Six Siege? Only a month ago, the game director for Rainbow Six Siege gave an interview in which he revealed that an R&D team at Ubisoft is working on new anti-cheat measures for the game, and now we get a detailed message about what info BattlEye gathers from suspected cheaters. Is this a coincidence? I reached out to Ubisoft to see if I could find out some more info, but understandably, they keep any anti-cheat information pretty close to their chests, so I cannot confirm for sure if there are big changes on the horizon. Nevertheless, I want to take a moment to analyze the message to see what new anti-cheat measures Rainbow Six Siege could include in future. So let's just go over these points one by one to see what kind of information BattlEye processes. We have the IP address, game identifiers such as in-game name, account ID, etc., hardware device information and identifiers such as serial numbers, information about the running operating system, information about game-related and operating system-related files and memory, information about running processes, drivers, and other executable code, and then at the end, file names included in other information listed here, which might also contain your operating system username. The rest of the message isn't that interesting. It just tells us that BattlEye follows a data minimization policy, so that means that only information from suspected cheaters is collected and not most players, and that BattlEye may store the information for the entire duration of its services provided to Rainbow Six. For more information, see various privacy policies. So yeah, the bottom part of the message is not all that interesting, but the top section really intrigues me. One of the main issues that is always brought up in conversations around cheating in Rainbow Six right now is that once a cheater is identified and banned, they can simply get a new account and start over. This turns the fight against cheaters into a never-ending cycle, but the information in yesterday's post might be a ray of hope in that regard. An IP address can be used to gather location information of any internet-connected device, and while an IP address on its own can be faked, when it is combined with hardware serial numbers, operating system info, game and system file information, and even additional info such as operating system usernames, it can be really useful. It's basically the location a cheater is playing from plus a digital fingerprint of his or her PC. Getting a new Uplay account with Siege is apparently relatively easy, but if BattlEye gains the ability to identify a user's PC, that could make it really difficult for any individual to re-offend in future. I mean, how often can you buy a new PC just to be able to continue cheating? That is going to become one expensive and time-consuming hobby rather quickly. And beyond being able to more or less permanently block cheaters from accessing the game, the info box also tells us that BattlEye will be able to process information on running processes, drivers, and other executable code. If BattlEye can be kept up to date with the currently available cheat software at any given time, that could make identifying cheaters really quick and easy. Oh, you're running the software that allows you to see characters through walls at any point during the game? How about an instant ban on your account and any future account that you ever log into on this PC? Maybe this is all wishful thinking. I've had several suspicious encounters throughout this last season, and if my Twitter feed is anything to go by, I'm not the only one. Many of these encounters were suspicious but hard to tell for sure, like me being wallbanged by the same two guys several times in one match, which of course could have been bad luck. Although I was actually playing that match with Get Flanked, and on our last defense, he went and hid in an obscure corner of the map far away from the objective. The enemy team knew where the objective was, but the two guys still went straight for flanked on the other side of the map before coming for the rest of us. Make of that what you will, I guess. And then of course there were the games that many people have been experiencing lately, where the enemy team will just instantly teleport right next to you at the beginning of the match and kill you. And now those kinds of cheats are pretty easy to recognize, I would say. So yeah, this last season has felt as if there's been a little bit of an uptick in cheating, although still nowhere near as bad as in the days before the introduction of BattlEye. I also cannot remember the last gaming session in which I didn't see at least 2 or 3 global messages of people getting banned, and at some point throughout the season you would see several messages in every round of every match. It appears as if the cycle of cheating and banning has heated up a bit over the last few months, and wouldn't it be great if the message from yesterday really was an indicator of more powerful, more robust bans coming into Siege in the near future? I guess we can only dream. What are your thoughts on the topic? How have you been getting on this season in terms of facing cheaters, and what do you think about the information from the BattlEye info box? Will we see a step up in anti-cheat measures, or am I just fooling myself with my hopes? Leave your comments in the comment section below, and with that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next episode.